Steve Thurman here with Forward Financial, and this is your Monday Money Minute. Hope you had a great weekend. Let's get back to it. We are talking about the 5 rules of wealth. In the last couple of weeks, we covered rules number 1 and 2. So let's do a quick recap here. Rule number 1, pay yourself first. A minimum of 10% of all money that comes through your hands should be going to paying yourself first to secure your future financial life. Do not pay yourself after spending. Spend what's left after paying yourself first. Rule number 2, start today. Time waits for no one and tomorrow never comes. So you have to make this a priority and start today. Those first 2 rules of wealth are all on you. Nobody else can do those for you. Only you can take the initiative and implement those first 2 rules of wealth. Rules 3, 4, and 5 are going to be more focused on the vehicle to get you to the financial place you want to be in the future. Rule number 3, secure your money. That is, eliminate or mitigate risk. Risk is the enemy of wealth and should be avoided at every turn. To quote Warren Buffett, the first rule of investing is don't lose money. The second rule of investing is don't forget rule number 1. So we want to eliminate or mitigate risk at every possible turn that we can. Few people really understand the effect of risk on your financial future. It can come in many forms: a downturn market, losing equity in real estate, going out of business, and many other things that give the potential of loss. But few people really understand it, how it drastically affects your financial future. Risk kills sustainable wealth, so we've got to avoid it at all costs. For example, if you have $10,000 in the market and you have a downturn, say lose 50% like we had in 2008, you've now got $5,000. If you regain 50% of that $5,000, how much do you have? The vast majority of people will say, well, we lost 50%, we got 50% back, so we're back to our $10,000 mark. But that's wrong, unfortunately. You lose 50% of $10,000, you've got $5,000. You gain back 50%, you're only sitting at $7,500. You're losing 50% of the big amount, but you're getting 50% back of the smaller $5,000 amount, which puts you at $7,500. So it takes you 100% of that smaller amount to get back to break even. And for most people around 2008, it took them a good 4 years to get back to their starting point. So not only does risk kill your wealth potential, but it also costs you time. And that's something we have to avoid at every possible turn. A lot of financial advisors will talk about market averages over time, and the numbers don't look half bad. But when you actually start talking about actual returns, not average returns, it becomes a very different scenario and not one you would be very pleased with looking at the numbers. If you look back for the last 20 years at the market, between the dot-com bubble and the housing market crisis in 2008, you would have lost 13 years of potential growth in that time frame. So we have to mitigate risk at every possible turn and maximize the efficiency of our money by instituting rule number 3, which is securing your money, putting it in a vehicle that is secure, that cannot be susceptible to downturn markets and other risky scenarios that come along. So I know I keep dangling the carrot in front of you here, not talking about exactly what that vehicle is, but we will get to that here at the end of this series. So we're just talking about the rules of wealth first, and I want to make sure you understand these rules. Rule 1, pay yourself first. Rule 2, start today. Rule 3, secure your money. That is, mitigate risk or remove it if at all possible. So rule number 4 coming next week. Again, I give you the opportunity to reach out to me directly to get a copy of one of these books. Everyone Ends Up Poor, Why Financial Planning is All Backwards and How to Fix It. A fantastic read that will absolutely change your life financially if you apply the rules and knowledge found inside. Only 108 pages long. It's a very quick read, and will absolutely impact your life in a positive way financially if you apply the rules inside. So reach out to me, a direct message, private message. Feel free to call if you'd like. Let's start this conversation. If you have any insurance, retirement planning, financial planning questions or needs, reach out to me directly, 1-800-431-8509, or feel free to reach out to me directly via my Instagram, Facebook, YouTube public pages. Happy to help if I can. Until next week, have a great and productive week, and we will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.